to write down and screw your mind yourself. Yes, on. Have you got anything? Okay, I'm coming to see whether you have. Actually, go back and look at sociology a little bit later. Do you have anything to say? Only about that. Okay, you can just share with them anything that you think may have globalization connect with a theory. Think about it. Okay, yeah.
Chinese theme park will give visitors the experience of what it was like to go down in the Titanic. Driver of that.
Wait. Need you know what issue is about? It's about the Chinese what? Building Titanic theme park. You have heard about that? No? Isn't it something that interests you? Yeah, so Chinese building the theme park for Titanic.
They give visitors the experience of what is it like to be the Titanic when it's sank. The driver of globalization that can be seen from that article is culture.
What kind of cultural globalization is this? Why we say from Titanic, we see the connection among countries in terms of culture.
The Titanic is not from China. It's a culture of America that is spread global by media. The movie was very popular. In the theory that is supported is the theory of Arjun Akharya.
Because Appadurai say nowadays there is the media scape. Is it media scape or the other scape, the actual scape that could be actually used? You know, you have media scape and the other one called ideal scape. Yeah. Media scape would probably be one. Yeah. So thank you very much. So he said Chinese building the theme park, yeah, that used Titanic as a theme. And he said, this is just China building the theme park, but it reflects globalized culture. Yeah, that now, then he tried to use Appadurai, which is good, that said the image now flow all over the globe. Yeah, the image about this movie, the movie which is originated in the States now, is global in the sense that people know about it, and it's like popular elsewhere. Even the Chinese, which is very far away and just started to open the country, also make use of this thing when they have growing taste for US fast food in India. Yeah. Growing taste for fast food in India. Make it a little bit more empirical. Like when he used the Titanic theme park, that one is very empirical. Yeah. Because that one is something. It's a little bit abstract. Okay. What do you know? How do you know that China is growing like that's growing China? That's in China. What kind of evidence you can use to show this? This article.
There's more outlet in India. So India is experiencing the globalization in terms of.
There are more food outlets in India. What kind of food outlet? Roti prata. So McDonald's. now group. So actually what you want to say is that now McDonald's is really growing big in India, right? What driver?
Service.
So it's the economy. What economy? What is it? Economic globalization. Okay, never mind. Let's look at the number 3. They will help you answer number 2. Which theory or theories would this article be good for?
The borderless world.
Good. O'Malley say that is spread of Western consumerism. Yeah? Who else would this be good for? Of course, Claire. No, we haven't asked Claire, have we? No. So O'Malley will be good because he was talking about capitalism or about capital. He was talking about capitalism. In order to gain more profit, yeah, they have to spread the products elsewhere. The Indian start to know about McDonald's. The parts of India that still don't have McDonald's, they will demand McDonald's. So consumer demand is very important. As they demand it, McDonald's will then spread to their areas. Okay. So then they say this is economic globalization. Can it be taught in terms of cultural globalization as well? You know, Indian people now crave for McDonald's. Is that cultural as well? How? Very good. So, American culture eating fast food now has spread. You know, so when you talk about economy, yeah, you can also, you know, this McDonald's is good for both aspects. Economy, you're right, because it's the function of the company or TNCs, MNCs. But you can also talk about culture, because when TNC, MNCs spread their fast food, they also have to try to spread ideas. Yeah? So now McDonald's is a symbol of westernization or modernization as well. What do you have?
Singapore Medical Group going into a joint venture with healthcare services in Tata to
Okay, so what driver?
I would say technological because I guess in Jakarta the technology in eye surgery is not that advanced, so that's why they are going for joint venture.
Which theories? Number 3. Okay, this one is a little bit hard to argue in terms of technology because number 3, when we look at the theories yeah, in sociology, they focus more on the technology such as the internet. You know, but here you are talking about technology in science, yeah, technology in science, especially particularly this about eye operation and technology related to eyes. So you don't have the theories. So you use this article, you have to change it in terms of the economy. Yeah? This joint venture between Singapore hospital and hospital in Indonesia, that is also a hospital, these are capitalists as well, yeah? Yeah? They do it, not just to give knowledge alone, but also to make money by this joint venture. You've got to use to argue it in terms of the economy. We don't have the that type of theory. You have what I have. When you thought after that food, what do you have?
People can travel to countries all over the world if they are done.
That is not current news, that is old idea. What do you have? You didn't come last week, so next time I have to ask straight that what assignment is. You don't have, obviously. Have you? Okay.
I think US will overtake China in like years to come. I think the driver will be the economy.
Wait, US is overtaking China. Did you China? Okay. Did you get it from recent news or it's just your ideas?
Business forecast.
Very good.
Yeah. So I guess it's also because of globalization, like the economy. That's how China can progress so fast. But the US will not.
So how with globalization it helps China a lot? For example, how could it help China?
Online dealing, trading, and like how like a lot of our products comes from China, and they are cheap productions cost.
Very good. So what kind of theory? Then you have to think, okay, I mean, I'm talking about this aspect of China. When you talk about influence of Chinese, she tends to think in terms of economy rather than culture. But Chinese culture will probably spread as well. Yeah. But here, she's looking in terms of the economy. Then you have to think, which theories that use the economy as the main driver? Yeah, we start picking which one. Oh my also says spread of consumerism, TNCs. Yeah. Is it Wallerstein? We learned Wallerstein, right? Last week? Yeah. Is it Wallerstein a Marxist? Maybe not Wallerstein. Yeah. What else you have? You have Herschel Thompson. Herschel Thompson said we don't have globalization, but maybe not. This one, if you think carefully, probably Omae will be able to help. Yeah, when Omae talk about the TNCs, that there are going to be a lot of Chinese TNCs and they will be allowed to spread their products. They use cheap labor, they have a lot of resources, they produce cheap products, they can copy. Technology is not very important because now technology can be transferred easily. So they can copy and they can make use of, like what she said, internet, to help in the spread of knowledge about what products they have. What do you have here?
Like for example, other country policies may consider like affect other countries also.
Okay, what is this article about?
It's about the tax policy. For example, some country maybe lower their tax policy, so some companies may transfer their profits over there so they can tax lesser and increase their profit. But other countries may think that it's quite unfair because they produce the product in that specific country, but they transfer away the profit. Yeah, so they say there should be some improved global tax rule.
Okay, so this article is the argument that tax rules worldwide should be improved. How to improve it again?
Improve the tax rule. They didn't say how to improve, but they say Singapore supports the Organisation for Economic Cooperation.
So that you can set tax which would discourage people from making one country and transfer money into another country.
Shift the earning to another country.
Because of tax. Mean hiding the money because they don't want to pay tax. Right. Okay. So this is the example. So which driver would we call this?
Politics and economy.
Okay. Politics and economy. Which is predominant? According to this article or this news, is it politics that is globalized or the economy that is globalized?
The economy is global.
But here you're saying that we need a global policy, isn't it? That create fairness in terms of tax, isn't it? So it seems to me that this article calls for global policy. In that case, it looked more like politics rather than economy. Yeah. Very often these two areas are connected. We have to think, is it politics that lead the economy or is the economy that leads politics? But she's right. From this article, you tend to see both, It could be economy, it could be politics. But I think the main theme of that article is more to call for global policy. Anything you have?
Edward Snowden exposed that the NSA are spying on a lot of people. The driver of the globalization, I think, is politics and technology.
Which theories will you do?
Stells and Hoffman.
Okay. Okay. Well, he's good, huh? He doesn't have anything, but he got it fresh from what he understands. He says, no, Snowden, right? Snowden is spying on everything, on everyone. Yeah. What is a driver? He said politics. Yeah? And technology. Now think, which one is more? Is it more politics or is it more technology? From Snowden on spying, yeah? Are we talking about global politics? Politics has become global. Or global technology? What do you think? Global politics or global technology? Does it show that politics are connected globally? Is politics connected globally? How? From this example.
Because of what the politics demand because like for example if there's like for example if Thailand there's political unrest then it will affect the other countries as well.
Okay, good. But let's have a look at this article. The fact that people have to spy on each other really shows that politics is connected. That's why whatever happened to you, whatever you do will have impact on you. That's why I want to know what you're doing here. Right? That's why there's a spy on each other. And he's also right. Technology is very good. Yeah? This one really can show the power of technology that help countries to be able to really spy on each other very effectively. Whatever, even the news, they tap on the email of presidents and the first lady. Okay, so thanks to those of you who have, number 3, very good, he said, Hoffman, and so he said, Castell. Castell, very good, because Castell talked about ICTs. Yeah? Hoffman talked about what? Hoffman talked about the limitation of global politics, isn't it? Yeah? So he was saying, yeah, country remains sovereign, and countries still want to safeguard their own interests, so therefore they will spy on each other in order to safeguard their interests. You don't really have like one world, one political world where people share everything. Yeah. So both can be used. It depends very much on how you write it. If you write, say, Hoffman, now, it depends on what you want to write. Say, for example, this article, you can use it in terms of politics, you can use it in terms of technology, whichever one is how you argue it. You can use it, you can also use it for both. Yeah? If you write, it doesn't matter. So happen, you have chosen Castell and also Hoffman, and you have this article. Yeah, you have this news, this is going on. You can use it to support both of them. Because the element or the globalization dimension in this article that he said, she can be used for both. Okay, now we are going to look a little bit more on economy. We have done a lot of economy, but because economy is such a big area and important area of globalization, so this is